Hello, I'm Marshall Hobbs. I am your professor for this 2305 federal government class online. I just want to take a moment to welcome you to the course and encourage you to continue to do your best in finishing all of your assignments that are in your schedule. And it's not as difficult as you may think that it is. Government is a complex subject to study. I generally say inside of my lecture classes that I teach government, not political science. If you want to learn political science, once you complete Government 2305 and Government 2306, you can transfer to a university or college and you can learn political science, which I would encourage you to do because I am a political scientist. I have been blessed to work in the Dallas Community College District since 2002 after retiring from law enforcement and the military. And since 2002, I have worked very diligently to make sure that my courses is comprehensive in the sense that you will be comfortable learning the complex information of government. One, we need to understand why this government was created, why it exists today, and also how it operates. Government is static. It is not political. Political in the sense that it's not about I like Obama or I do not like Donald Trump. It is about understanding the office of the presidency, understanding our system of federalism, the concurrent use of a state government and a federal government, which was created by the states, understanding the basic principles of what this country stands upon. Popular consent. We the people give you the government, the consent to govern us. We also have basic principles that we live by that we borrowed from ancient times, such as democracy, which was developed by Aristotle, that says that we the people come together in the majority and make policy decisions. Each of them get a marble. They get a green marble, for example, a red marble, and a yellow marble. And they discuss policy issues that concerns the polity. And they determine, based on the vote in the majority, by throwing the marbles down. And whichever is in the majority rules. Now, understand this. Your vote is important. Why is your vote important? The only way our government will know what we want it to do and what we do not want it to do is based on the majority vote. So therefore, if you do not vote, it is a vote. How? Well, let me explain to you how your non-vote is a vote. Your vote counsels the other perspective's vote. So if you do not vote, you're saying that those who voted in the majority actually rule. So that's just a basic synopsis of the basic principle of democracy. But we went even further and borrowed not from only the Athenians and Aristotle, but we also borrowed from the Romans. Because America is so vast, from the Pacific to the Atlantic, we had to make sure that everybody's voices are heard. So we became a representative republic, meaning that we the people give you the representative the consent to go to Washington, D.C. to make policy decisions for us here at home. Because we don't have time to go to Washington, D.C. to cast our marbles for each policy decision that is made for us. One of the things that I want to make sure that you are clear on, we have two governments that operate concurrently. That is called federalism. We have a state government that says that we're going to create a federal government to make us united. Because in the beginning, the 13 colonies were independent individual countries. They did not want to give up their sovereign power to a centralized government, which caused us to break away from Great Britain and the tyrannical rule of King George. So therefore, we decided to develop a system that is so convoluted that the only way any decision is going to be made is that all of those branches work together. So therefore, the states said to the federal government that, hey, we, the states, give you, the federal government, the consent to rule over us. But we are going to reserve some of those powers to ourselves. So therefore, we give you 3 basic principles. 1, protect our national interests. In other words, protect the price of oil staying low. 2, protect our borders. In other words, immigration, building a wall. And 3, support states during times of crisis and war, such as the war in the Middle East, and also supporting states during crisis like that of Katrina and the fires that are going on in California. But all the other powers are reserved to the states, such as welfare, education, criminal justice, transportation, Social Security. All those things are reserved to the state, as well as policing. We have come very far from what our founding fathers had actually created. So in this course, I want you to make sure that you read carefully, not interject your political thoughts, but look at how the government was created, why it exists today, and why it operates the way that it does. And in that, I will make sure that I stay accessible to you so that you can call me or even email me, and I will return your call and your email very expeditiously, generally within 24 hours. I love to talk to you. I love to express how this government is the greatest government ever created. It's been in existence for over 200 years. So if you just take the time to go through the units, each unit will open up, and when it opens, it will allow you to access all of the assignments in that unit. Generally, I would require you to work on the discussion board. I want you to talk with your classmates and talk about the ideas that you are learning in that unit. I want you to work on the quizzes, which will prepare you for the test. I need you to also write a good paper over what you have learned. And I believe that you will be successful. In a 16-week course, you have 4 weeks to work on each unit. There are 4 units in a semester. So you have plenty of time to actually do the work. Now, don't get lazy and don't take it for granted. Make sure that you do your reading and complete all your assignments by the due date. If you do that, I believe in each one of those units, you will be successful and you will have the grade in which you should attain at the end of the semester. I also provide extra credit, but I need you to do your part and do your work in this government class. So I wish you all the success. Continue to work hard. Communicate with me. I will communicate with you. And I believe that you will end this class successfully. Again, this is Government 2305, Federal Government. I am your professor, Marshall Hobbs. Thank you.